Welcome to NET Vaper Reviews. Yeah, today's video is, well, unconventional, to say the least. I'm not sure yet how to title this video, so I know one thing, that you'll see the wording, the Vaping Piper. What is that about? Well, in order for you to understand the meaning of the word, for me, the Vaping Piper, we have to start from the beginning. And to be upfront, I have a struggle. Yeah, I've been struggling now for quite a few months with tabacoholism. Tabacoholism, not alcoholism. No, thank God. Tabacoholism. What is tabacoholism? Is the craving for authentic taste of tobacco. Yeah, I've been struggling quite a bit. When I first started vaping in 2019, it was one of the hardest things I ever done. Not so much, you see, there was two aspects. There was cigarette smoking and cigar. Cigarette smoking was much easier for me to transition to vaping, because cigarette smoking is sheer nicotine craving. You need the nicotine. Yeah, you should become edgy and touchy and jumpy and more relaxed. But there is also an element of the taste of tobacco, and you don't get those with cigarettes. Cigarettes is bland, it's paper, and a bit of Virginia leaf, fairly cheap, and shredded to bits. So cigarettes doesn't really have any tobacco enjoyment as such. It's more the nicotine. And that the vaping for me has not only been a replacement, more than that. I cannot take the smell of cigarettes anymore, and the taste of cigarettes. And I just don't like the whole idea of cigarette smoking anymore. So that is one winning formula of my vaping. But there is another element, and that is the tasting of tobacco. Now, to a certain extent, the naturally extracted tobacco that I review on the channel, that I vape, and quite a few of them are pipe blends and cigar blends, and they got the smokiness to it, you know, all those that I reviewed do address for me, the taste of tobacco to a certain extent. And in fact, I recorded once a video that, if you follow this channel, you watched it, most probably, a Briar pipe versus e-pipe, with English blend by La Tabacaria to English blend by Peterson, my mixture 965. And yeah, it wasn't exactly the same, of course, but it was quite close. Now, fast forwarding that video, when I recorded a video back in May, when I was at a beautiful location where my good friend got married, I'll leave a link above as well, I was talking about would an occasion pipe smoker, once a week let's say, and he vapes the whole week, would that change his status from a full-time vapor to a smoker? And if you watch that video, I was talking about it for good reason, because I was at the time in a state of mind where I was thinking that very carefully, very seriously. If I sample a cigar once a week or a pipe tobacco, would that change my status? So I was sort of speaking my mind as well. And since that video, I received quite a few emails rather than comments. Interesting, because people didn't want maybe to comment on that so much. But I got emails a lot saying, I smoke an occasional pipe, I smoke an occasional cigar, and I vape all the time. and I follow you and I follow your channel, and it keeps me the vaping the whole week. And I follow someone else's pipe and tobacco channel, or I follow someone else's cigars channel for those occasions. That night that I recorded that video, I just couldn't anymore. There was so many pipe smokers around me and cigar smokers that I tried a pipe blend. I think it was Boswell. I think it was Northwoods, or I can't remember which one it was. One of the Boswells from the US that they blended themselves. It was an English blend, a Latakia, Virginia, and I think it was a bit of burley in it, maybe something. It was delicious, and I enjoyed that bowl so much that it got me thinking about what I'm about to say. So, at the time, we were sitting that evening and we were smoking. I was vaping mainly, just I sampled that bowl. And Gary, if you know him by now. Gary I met him through the channel, and he became a good friend. We discovered that we've got a lot of mutual interest in business, and we do a lot of business together now. And also he became a personal friend, and his wife as well to my wife, and we meet up a lot on barbecues. And he comes here, he comes to my home, and I go to him, and we become very good friends. And he used to smoke cigars a lot. And since he followed this NET Vaper, he started to vape. But he still smokes an occasional cigar. He says to me, Nathan, I can't completely stop my cigars because I just enjoy the cigar too much. So it's like an occasion to have a beverage, a whiskey. An occasion doesn't make you alcoholic, doesn't make you a smoker either. If you smoke an occasion, a bowl of pipe, it's a social smoking. So in that gathering we were talking, there was a top-notch doctor who I knew him through another friend, and we got to know each other again. And he was talking about the dangers of pipe smoking, cigar smoking versus cigarettes. And he said something very interesting. He said, cigarette smoking is very harmful, of course, because you're inhaling it to your lungs. So you're coating your lungs with tar, and you're injecting poisons in your body that over time it could cause you harm, and you become ill from it. And some people don't, but a lot of people become dangerous. Some people, I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, it's dangerous. But cigars and pipe is the more healthier form of smoking because you don't inhale. And that it makes a massive difference. That the smoke is briefly in your mouth, tasting the flavors of that blend or the cigar, whatever it is, and you breathe it out. You're not inhaling, and that is a massive difference. And he said something that strong a chord with me. He said, if you walk on the high street on a regular basis, and you're breathing in the fumes of the cars passing by, he says, and that is more harmful to your health than an occasion pipe or cigar. Yeah. He says, very rarely I come across a pipe smoker who became ill directly from pipe smoking. And I've seen a lot became ill through cigarette smoking. So it got me thinking, should I, and that is a theoretical question, should I, in order for me, my personal struggle with my craving for tobacco, should I on occasion smoke a pipe? That would enable me to vape the whole week. So, for argument's sake, I am vaping 6 days, 23 hours per week. Yeah, in theory, so to speak. And 1 hour a week to sample a pipe blend. So I would quench that craving for tobacco through the hour, and look forward to it the coming week, and enjoy my vape during the week. The more I thought about it, the more I thought it makes sense. Yeah. You see, vaping for me is a way of life. There's no denying. Vaping for me is what cigarette smoking used to be. I can't see myself without vaping. No. And there's no reason for me to stop vaping either, so long I have naturally extracted tobaccos. Now, talking about that, some of you are going to say, you know, that is the problem with vaping tobacco liquids, because you never distance away from the tobacco fully. Sorry. This does not hold any weight when it comes to me, the argument, because if not for NETs, I would be smoking the whole week. No doubt, 100%. If by tomorrow I cannot get a hold of naturally extracted tobacco liquids, only fruit and desserts, I cannot vape. No way I can get used to fruit and desserts as a whole day vape. Even as a half an hour a day I stopped for the last few months. I cannot anymore. It's too sweet, sickening to me already. I just don't like it anymore. Only tobacco I vape. So that doesn't hold no weight. Yeah. So coming back to the subject we're talking about now. So would one bowl of pipe a week change my status? Not to my, the way I'm thinking, but maybe I'm biased. Yeah, maybe I'm biased. But even if I take myself out of the equation, and Gary, for instance, who smokes an occasional cigar, he's a vapor. You'll always see him with his mouth to long RTAs, very similar to me in his choice of RTAs, and very similar to me in his choice of NETs. So, because he started vaping watching this channel, and I'm sure quite a few of you started vaping tobacco through this channel, which is the most suited and even better substitute to smoking. So, I'm going to have to put you on hold for 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. So, going back to what we were saying, it's a shame that I had to pause because it's, I was flowing with my thoughts. I'm trying to get back focused. So NETs answer the call for me for the nicotine delivery and tobacco flavors to most part. But that struggle of mine to experiment with pipe tobacco on occasion is in the forefront of my mind and grinding me down with doubt. Yeah, and I need to address it. So, the same way I have done when I started NET Vaper channel, that I addressed my issues with the vaping, and that is the whole idea of NET Vaper channel to enable me to share with others the whole transition from smoking to vaping, to help me with my journey. And it's actually done the job. But since then the channel became to what it is now, and I'm hoping, I'm probably convinced quite a few of you to switch to vaping, and that is my reward. I don't need any other reward for having this channel, besides the satisfaction that I was helping somebody. But now comes the question, pipe smoking. So, what do I do about it? So, the guys here in the office encouraging me, and so is my wife. I couldn't believe it. When I spoke to her about it, she said to me, Nathan, you know, you do so much for others. This is what you enjoy. It's not, you're not going to smoke a pipe daily. On occasion, you're going to smoke a pipe and share your experience with others. So I can't see no harm in it. And so does the guys here in the office and other people by email and friends, all telling me the same thing. Nathan, try it. See what happens. If you're happy with once a week, even twice a week, max, most probably once a week is enough. Yeah, try it, see what happens. I didn't even know that those who do my edit and help me out with this channel, NET Vaper, have come up with a banner and a logo for the Vaping Piper before I even decided what I'm doing. So since they already done it, I will show you what they came up with. So first of all, before we do that, there is a saying on pipe smoking. Now, pipe smoking is not alien to me whatsoever. My grandfather used to smoke a pipe, and he's passed since. And he didn't pass away from illness of pipe smoking. No, it was ripe old age. And the smell of that blend, I'm not sure entirely which one it was. I think it was Clan. I can't remember, talking about years ago, but I do remember it was a cherry aromatic. The smell was divine. If I smell that blend again, it brings me back to when I was a child with my grandfather. Yeah. He never smelled of smoke. And it was more like a manly smell, like pipe tobacco. Delicious smell it was. Yeah. He never smelled of smoke like cigarette smoker. No, it was a beautiful, manly smell of tobacco. My older brother smokes a pipe. Yeah. And actually he gave me a pipe as a gift, but I don't have it here, so I won't show you, but he bought me a pipe and a few blends as well. Anyway, speaking to all of them, they all tell me, try it, see what happens. Now, what was I saying? The saying on pipe smoking. So it's not alien to me. And also, it's seeped in tradition. You know, pipe smoking is one of the most relaxing and therapeutic hobbies. It's a gentleman's hobby. I hardly ever seen a woman smoking a pipe. Cigars, yes, not pipe. Interesting. It's one of the most relaxing. It's not only the flavors of the tobacco that you taste when you smoke it, it's the sheer relaxation. So there is a saying on pipe smoking that, guess where I've seen it? On a naturally extracted tobacco bottle. And I'll bring it up now onto the screen so you can see it for yourself. A pipe is to the troubled soul what caresses of a mother are for a suffering child. By Indian proverb. And guess where I've seen it first time? On the Scirocco by the Vaping Gentleman Club. I'm holding it upside down. On a naturally extracted tobacco. This saying that talks to me. Oh yeah, it talks to me. Anyway, so they created a banner with that saying on it. Have a look at this banner. Make sure I'm opening the right one. Here we go. The Vaping Piper, Pipe and Tobacco channel. And the saying I just said. And you see the logo. Let me show you the logo in a bigger version. It might be even on the thumbnail of this video. I'm not sure yet. We'll see by the edit. Here we go. The Vaping Piper. So you see the K-Phone light on a EHE mod I got as a gift with Stabwood. Quite nice mod. And with a artisan pipe commissioned to me by a good friend of mine that I'm going to talk about him in a minute, and the Vaping Piper. Yeah. Anyway, so they're all encouraging me to launch another channel and to share my Vaping Piper journey. So this is still in the thinking process, but I wanted to pass it through to you guys. NET Vaper channel, I haven't got so many things to review anymore, to be honest. And there is a few reasons to it. One is it's not anymore as it used to be. When I first started this channel, there was mouse to long after mouse to long. That is my main vape, mouse to long RTA, and it was very exciting to explore new mouse to longs. Some of them I kept, some of them I gave away, and some of them I sold. But the sheer excitement of trying something new and passing on my experience with it was part and parcel of my enjoyment of reviewing. And then what happened was 2 items took over the market. One is disposables. I'm getting emails after emails after emails. Would you review this disposable, that disposables? Now, disposables have got a place in the market. This is non-deniable. And actually, in fact, off subject for a minute, they're talking about banning disposables in the UK and other parts of Europe. I don't believe in banning. No, I believe in regulation. Regulate the market rather than ban it. Because if someone who vapes only disposables and off the smoking cigarettes, obviously disposables is the healthier option. So to ban it altogether, just add all those vapors back to smoking, because they can't deal with mouse to long RTAs or even pods. So for them, disposables is the means of getting off the smoking. So I don't believe in banning it. No, definitely not. In regulating. And then as another item that took over is the bridges, the AIOs and the RBAs and the like. You know, I reviewed not long ago the Kfon RBA. That's the first for Kfon, and that what really triggered my curiosity. So I borrowed from someone, but I didn't buy one because it's not for me. I am not a bridge and borrow and RBA type of vapor at all. When it first came out, I reviewed quite a few items, RBAs and bridges. I thought, wow, this is something new. But then I realized that it's just they're trying to mimic a mouse to long RTA in a miniature version, and the hassle of rewicking and the leaks that happen so often. And to change the wick is such a faff. You have to empty out the whole tank and take out your bridge, the 2 sections. It's a whole faff. It was just not for me. I've got mouse to long RTAs, and that's what I enjoy, and that is my style of vaping. So those of you who enjoy RBAs and bridges, I'm very happy, because you've got every day you can buy something new. If I was in it, I would have been reviewing tens of them, but I'm not. It's just not my style, and I don't review anything that I don't enjoy just for the sake of reviewing. Yeah, so mouse to long RTAs are far and wide between. Actually, I've got some news on that one, because they contact me. What was it called? Centenary. I haven't got my reading glasses here. Centenary something mods. They want me to review the Diplomat mouse to long RTA, and I said, oh, for a change, I'm getting something that is my style to review. So obviously I said yes, but that will be most probably mid-October. I'm not sure when it's going to come out or when it's going to be sent to me. And there's another one that I'm interested in trying that I've got quite a few requests on that one, and that is the Cthulhu Valor. Master Long RTA. Now, Cthulhu normally produced very good quality vape gear. The Artemis was excellent on flavor and draw and everything, but the reverse threading was the one that I got rid of it fairly quickly. That was a shame. So I'm hoping this one, the Valor, hasn't got that reverse threading issue. But as the NET Vaper channel, I haven't got much to review, to be honest. Yeah, things changed dramatically since I started this channel. Of course, if, for instance, the two I just mentioned, and if something else comes up in Master Long RTA, I will review it and upload it to the channel, of course. And as well, naturally extracted tobaccos, that is my all-day vape these days, and nothing else. If something new will come up by my favorite vendors, La Tabacaria, Drake's, Juice Cabin, Black Note is not really worth for UK vapors. So I don't think I'll review Black Note unless they send it to me. But otherwise, it's just those when Juice Cabin will be on Darkstar, of course. I'm still waiting myself. Thankfully, I've got quite a lot of stock that I bought just before they closed down. So NET Vaper is really, I haven't got much to upload. I haven't got much to review these days. Yeah, bit of a shame, really. And as well, of course, I am a mouse to long vapor, so I don't review really direct to long. No, RDAs and as such. Yeah, and I'm not into pods either. So I'm very limited on what I can review. Really, what interests me is mouse to long RTAs and naturally extracted tobacco. Of course, if they send it to me, I'll review it, but I don't tend to reply to those emails of things that don't interest me. I just reply saying thank you very much, but it's not my style, and I appreciate your thought and blah blah blah, but I don't sort of initiate any step further than that. Yeah, so what it leaves me really is with a very few items that are suited to my vaping style and really what defines this channel. Yeah. So going back to the subject, Gary, who, as we spoke about him, bought me a pipe. Now I was thinking to show it to you now or not, but just to get the gist, the beauty of pipes, should I? Yeah, you know what? Okay, so this is a Meerschaum pipe. The Meerschaum is a substance that you dig up from the deep sea. I think they do it in Turkey. And this is a special material, natural, that absorbs moisture. If you put your finger on it and with moisture, it's sticky. And that's, by the way, a way to know if it's a block Meerschaum and not a one of the dust Meerschaum. That's not the issue today. This costs like a more expensive than a K-Phone X, for instance. Silver band. Gary bought me this one. He said, "Here, Nathan, here's a very good pipe. I haven't smoked it yet, but it's art." And I'll show you something else. I've got a good friend of mine, Simon, LCS Briars, I mentioned him in the beginning, commissioned me a pipe that is absolutely a stunner of a pipe. Just look at the grain, the bird's eye, and the rustication. Just look at this pipe. Look at the shank, the mouthpiece, stem. It's an Obernight, very good material as well. And look at this. This is sheer art. Beautiful. I haven't smoked it yet. This cost like 2 K-Phones. So it's not the money. It's the you buy a painting, you enjoy it daily by looking at it. It's not only the smoking that is enjoyable in pipe tobacco, it's the pipe itself. Yeah. And the guys here in the office bought me a pipe. I haven't got here at the moment. Beautiful Peterson with sterling silver band to it as well. So I'm starting to get quite a few pipes. Yeah, and quite a few tobacco blends as well. That really, when it comes to pipe tobacco, the sky is the limit. So I feel sort of, again, excitement to start something from ground zero in a hobby that I have great interest in and immensely enjoy it, and to share it with others. So obviously, if this comes to bear, the Vaping Piper would be a standalone channel to NET Vaper. So NET Vaper, I'll upload anything that grabs my attention that I must admit not much lately. If a new NET comes up by La Tabacaria or by Drake's or by Juice Cabin, yeah, I've of course uploaded to NET Vaper. A new Mouse to Long RTA that grabs my attention, of course, or anything else. But I think as well, I would like to share my experience on pipe and pipe tobacco as a social smoker. So if you, let's finish this video. What do you think of it? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Do you encourage me? Do you disencourage me? I can hear some of you say, Nathan, don't touch tobacco. I understand that. Yeah, fully. But it's my struggle, and this is my way of dealing with it. We're all adults. I'm not encouraging anybody to pick up pipe smoking. Nobody. So long it's not against the law, land's law, against God's law, or sin, doesn't disturb anyone, you don't, yeah, it's your decision. This is my personal way of dealing with my tobaccoholism and enabling me to vape the whole week without struggling, as I am struggling. It's grinding me down, this struggle, all the time thinking about it. Should I, shouldn't I, should I? You know, yeah, doubt seeps energy. When I have a clear path, I'm calm. So I'm trying to get a clear path. Yeah, that phone call most probably is important. So let's see if someone else takes it, because any phone call comes through to the switchboard here means that I need it. So with that, I'll finish my video. Yeah, it was important. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so basically there's not much more to say. I would love to hear your feedback and your comments on the subject, and let me know what you think. Should I go ahead with launching the Vaping Piper or not? And you know, I can't ask any of you to come and join me on that channel, but if you follow me as Nathan, and you suffering from the same struggles I am, you're all welcome, of course. And those of you who say, no, I'm sticking to NET Vaper, I'm not going to Vaping Piper, okay, no problem, I respect your decision. And those of you who will say, well, NET Vaper as well is a problem now, because he smokes a pipe on occasion. Well, I understand that as well. I've got no ill feelings against no one. I just know one thing my father always taught me. Two people have an argument, two people have two views. You can part as friends and find in common what's in common. And those points that you've got an issue, that you don't agree, don't raise them. And just be friends with a guy on what's common and mutual. That is the best advice, one of the best advice my father once gave me. And that should apply really to everything in life, to all walks of life, and to all religions, and to all politics. Find what's mutual and common and focus there. And those We've got disagreements with others. Part is respect. I respect your view, you respect my view, and part ways. But it doesn't mean that you're not friends anymore. Concentrate on what's binding. This platform of NET Vaper has been this social platform has been based on that teaching. Find what's in common, find what's mutual interest, and focus there. So that's what I'm hoping it should carry on with if Vaping Piper comes to bear, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, so this will be it for me for now, and I would love to hear your views and your feedback and your thoughts. Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so until the next time, take care. Bye-bye for now.